Hello everyone, welcome to the United Stand here in Seville. We've been at Real Betis Stadium all day. We've got the coverage of Manuel Pellegrini's press conference and Erik ten Hag's press conference coming up for you in this show. The main points are who's fit, who's travelled. No Antony, he's ill. No Martial, he's been training for 2 weeks, still not in the squad. And obviously we're looking at how strong Ten Hag is going to go. All the press conferences coming up, but Ten Hag has hinted that it is going to be full strength going ahead.
Okay, so welcome, thank you for coming to our pre-match press conference for our Europa League game against Real Betis tomorrow evening. Let's get going with Simon Peach.
A question for Eric. We saw Alejandro Garnacho. We saw the update from Alejandro Garnacho saying he was going to be out for the upcoming games. What's the severity of his ankle injury? And when do you expect him to be available for Manchester United?
I can't say exactly at this moment, but it will take weeks. So it's a serious injury, didn't expect, but a fall, serious injury. Once again, after Christian Eriksen, with a serious injury after contact.
Samuel.
Just on Antony, what's the extent of his, why is he absent? Is he unwell, injured?
Yes, illness.
And given the absence of those two players, with Pellistri and his opportunity now, is he likely to get a start because he's had some substitute appearances but he's not actually started again for United yet?
We will see tomorrow, but we have some options. Of course, we have Sancho, we have Elanga, we have Bruno. So we have several options, but Pella is definitely also one, and he's doing really well lately when he came on.
Chris.
Hi Eric. You've got Casemiro and Bruno both one looking away from being banned from the next round if you get there. Given that you're 4-1 up, given that the Dublins get wiped out after this round, do you risk them tomorrow or do you keep them back on the bench?
No, they will play both. Because it's a very good opponent. Last week we had a good result, but we have to go again. And then you need your best players because we need a result, we need a win. So then we need our best team.
Hi there. Just on Alejandro, what was the sort of thinking behind? On Alejandro, he stayed on after the injury. What was the kind of process there, and also the type of tackle that it was? Did you have any grievance with that?
It was a system, as they call, and so it's not a good decision after all. It's difficult to make a diagnosis that quickly. But I saw him limping. And that's why I took him off also, because it was my last opportunity to sub and I had to bring H on as well.
Chris, that's one for Lisandro. You played under Erik ten Hag in midfield for Ajax. I just wondered if that's ever an opportunity for you at Manchester United.
Well, we have many good midfielders. Like I said, always in many interviews, I will play where the coach wants to use me, so I will be always ready.
A question for Lisandro. Lisandro, the United fans have taken it to their hearts. Is it important for you to have a connection with the fans? I know you did at Ajax also. And does that help you keep your performance levels up, knowing that the fans are behind you as well through the season? Is that important to you?
Yeah, for sure it's important. And football is about it. I think football is passion, is to play with the heart. And yeah, we have that connection with the people, but we have to keep going and we have to keep with that connection.
Does it feel good to you hearing the fans chant that name, chant your nickname every game?
Yeah, for sure it's very emotional for me, because to come here to the best club in England, Manchester United, for me it's a dream, so yeah, I'm so happy.
Yeah, quickly Eric, no, it's 4-1 from the first leg. Is there any change in tactics? I know you've been asked about resting certain players. You've not rested many players through all the cup competitions this season. it's been very few changes. It's the same again, even with the 4-1 lead, like was asked, with suspensions, even injuries piling up now. Does it change later on in the season, now that everything's getting more serious, competitions are coming to the end?
Yeah, it's always serious, and we will play our best team, and definitely we have to put up a team what can adapt during the game, and we know our opponent can, because they have a good team, they have really good players, so they have a lot of variations, so we have to be aware of that, and we have to be ready to go and battle with them.
Hi, Alessandro. You've won the World Cup now, as has Rafael Varane, and together at Manchester United you've now won the Carabao Cup. What's it like playing with him, and what do you guys think you need to do to get to that next level and continue to be, perfect partnership?
Well, Rafa is an amazing player, and I really enjoy and I'm improved to play with him. We always enjoy to also in the trainings, but the good thing is the working hard. I think we are doing an amazing job, but we have in the back also Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire. They are always ready. I'm happy because that we have really good connection, and when you have that player, when you have that connection, you can have clean sheets and you can play sure in the back.
Eric, as you said, you've lost Alejandro to a serious injury, and Christian Eriksen, you lost him. He has serious injury as well because of the tackle. You spoke on Sunday about the inconsistencies with refereeing. Is that something you've spoke to the Premier League about? Something you want to see addressed?
We have the injuries and we have the red cards. So, what is the combination?
Is it not something you've approached them about in particular?
Oh, we have had some talks with them, yeah, but it's not about the referee. It's about us, and we have to bring our performance, and we have to focus on that.
And just on Alejandro, he obviously having a very good season. How difficult is it for him to receive this injury now?
Of course, it's difficult. He makes great progression, and he was selected by a national team, nations. It was a big moment for him, and he's in a really good development, and you don't want to disturb that process. And now, you have to step away from it. But he will be back for the end of the season. So what he now has to do is deal with it, deal with the setback, and then work, invest to get back before the end of the season, because in this season we can win a lot. So he has to be ready to get back as soon as possible.
Rob.
Eric, with the schedule that you've already had to go through this season and the injuries that you're picking up now, do you think that there will be a point in this season where you may have to prioritise the Premier League over this competition?
I think we can manage. We have players. They can recover good between games. So we do that very careful. I'm in continuing contact with medical, with performance. So what a player can handle. Also, we have a lot of positions. We are double there, so we can mix it. So we can, when we are going to the final stage of the season, we can bring our best team.
Last two, Neil and Dave.
You've been here for 2/3 of the season with Manchester United and experienced the Premier League. How far do you think the team is short of challenging for the title?
I think we have made good progress, but also we have to acknowledge there's still a gap, and I couldn't expect that we close that gap quickly. But what we want is we want to win every game, no matter which opponent. And I think all the games you have seen till now, I think that was our approach. We tried to win every game, and we beat also all the top teams. So we are capable to do it. But now, we have to make next step to do that in more dominant, more consistent. So we have some steps to take. But we know in this time we can do it.
Can you tell Manchester United fans that with another transfer window in the summer, that next season this is a club that will be challenging for that title?
Look, when you see the competition, and I also heard comments from other players, managers in the Premier League. The Premier League was never that difficult as now. There are so many competitors. It's not a 2-horse race. No, it's 5, 6, 7 horse races. So you have to be very good if you want to win that league. But we are aiming for that. But what we want, there are so 6, 7 clubs more, and they will invest and they will spend big money, and they have great managers, so they have great players. So it's a lot about details in the end. If you can win it, but as I said, we have beaten all the teams in the Premier League, so we are capable to do it. But also we are aware of it in the club, and I said also in the team, we are aware of it. We have some steps to go.
You have several injuries at the moment. You talked about that. Do you have any concerns about the depth of the squad, and are you possibly 1 or 2 more injuries away from possibly being in a bit of a crisis? Because you also have Casemiro suspended now for 4 domestic games.
When you see the whole season, we had some setbacks more, also shorted some players more, but every time we dealt with it. And it's about the players who are available, and every time there was a team on the pitch who dealt with it. But what it's true, I think, till now, I think we had only in one game, we had the squad available totally, and we had only one game. I said, okay, now I can pick my team also from tactical approach. That was perfect, and it was against Man City home, and it was the only time in this season. And other time, every time, in every game is one player is suspended, one player is injured or illness. So we have to deal with it well. But of course, you hope, like see Arsenal, they almost have all the time their squad is in total is available.
When you lost to City and you went on a long unbeaten run,
I talk about City home when we beat them.
Yeah.
I was talking about that.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm talking about how you went on a long run. Can you see the team going on a similar run now until the end of the season? Because the team's always bounced back after a setback and shown a lot of character. Can you see the team potentially going unbeaten the rest of the season?
We have done it after Brentford. We have done it after City. So we are capable of it, but now we have to show it again. And it's not, don't think too far ahead. And we have to think about game by game, and that is so the base of our success then.
Neil just has one for Alessandro. Last question.
Alessandro, could I just ask you, from your experience in English football with Manchester United, do you believe that you have a squad that next season could maybe challenge for the title?
For sure we have really good players. We are Manchester United, and Manchester United demand to win every trophy, so we have to work hard, what we are doing now. For sure we have to go game by game, we have to believe, and we have to fight for every title.
Just checking, any Spanish media questions? No? Okay.
Eric, can I just ask, did you speak to the relevant about the officiating? Did you speak to them after the Southampton game, the club, or your frustration at the referee? Was that? Did you speak to them after the Southampton game, or was that something that happened?
No. I just comment on some decisions. So, and it was clear about Casemiro. It was the handball. It was a penalty situation with Rashford. It was a penalty situation probably with Bruno. It was the fall and a bad injury on Garnacho. So there were some decisions you can discuss about it. But now it's gone. It's now look forward to next game, and tomorrow can focus on that.
Question in English for Manuel. Just wondering what gives you hope that you can turn this deficit around, and Manchester United's last away game ended with them collapsing quite spectacularly, as you discussed last week, that's 7-0. Do you believe there is a mental fragility that perhaps you can capitalise on? Is that one of the things?
Well, I believe really that in football you never know the score that can finish a game. We play there away, always different than play here at home with our fans behind our team, knowing from the beginning that we are playing against a big team and they have all the major options to qualify for the next round. But we must try from the first minute first to win the game, after that to try to score the goals that we need to qualify, and if not, to play a good game and win here at home. So believing in my team, believing in our fans, and we'll try all together to turn the score.
Question for Manuel in English. There was a lot of talk last week in the first leg about how your players were tired in the second half. A lot of United players were picking up on that, and that's when it obviously collapsed for yourselves. Is that a concern for you going into the second leg as well, knowing that you're probably going to need a full 90 minutes to bring the deficit back from 4-1?
No, but I don't agree that our players were tired in the second half of the game in Manchester. I think that the score did the difference. When we were playing a very equalized game until minute 53, and that goal of Manchester United, a second brilliant goal for a good play, and after that, 3 minutes after the corner, finished the game. It was not a physical problem, more than a mental problem that see your work from 53 minutes going away in just 4 or 5 minutes. So I think that every game is different. Tomorrow we are not going to have in our mind not the score that we had there. We try to have our score here at home.
Cheers for tuning in, everybody. Stay tuned to the United Stand YouTube channel for all your matchday content, coming here live from Real Betis for the second leg.